Joining us now, one of the many lawmakers who has known Representative Melissa Hortman for a long time, Senator Tina Smith. Senator, I'm so sorry for the loss of your friend and colleague. Just what's going through your mind as you received this news yesterday?
Well, thank you, Leah. I'm so grateful to have a chance to talk a little bit about Melissa because she was such an extraordinary person. I honestly am still having a hard time processing that she is not, that she and Mark are gone. And my heart is so with their children and their whole family. You know, we were all together on Friday night. We have our big Democratic Party dinner on Friday. It was the Humphrey Mondale dinner. And so I saw Melissa and Mark and also Senator Hoffman and his wife Yvette, and we exchanged hugs, and we're so happy to be together. And then to imagine the horror of what unfolded just a few hours later it's hard to grapple with. I'm sure you've had the opportunity to talk to Melissa in your job, and you know her. Everybody knew her to be just smart and strategic and very funny, had a great witty sense of humor. She took her work very seriously, but didn't take herself seriously. And I think that that's one of the reasons why she was such an effective legislator and so respected, not only by Democrats, but also by Republicans. And her loss is just hard to fathom. And to see it happen in this vicious and politically motivated way makes it so hard.
Yes, and I know we have a photo, a beautiful photo of Representative Hortman and her husband Mark at that event on Friday. And that's a tradition. Is that an annual event that folks go to? And like you said, just to think of those were your last words and the last time being in the room with her. Was there anything strange about that night? I mean, security for an event like that has to be massive.
We have very good security for these events. This is an annual dinner. It has well over 1,000 people. It's the Humphrey Mondale dinner, and it is a gathering of organizers and activists and elected leaders and supporters of Democrats all over the state. So people come from, far northern Minnesota and the southeastern and southwestern corners, and it's an opportunity for us all to come together. And there are lots of big political speeches. And it was, of course, for many of us, it was an opportunity to see people. I'm in Washington much of the time, so it was wonderful for me to be able to see Melissa, who had just finished, negotiating with the governor and other legislators. What had been a challenging legislative session and getting that budget negotiated. She looked relieved and relaxed, and I'm happy to be there with friends and her husband Mark. And you can see in this picture just like their happiness being together.
Yeah, it is a beautiful photo and smiling, and we're thankful that the folks at the DFL party will able to share this photo with us. As this unfolded yesterday, we spoke with some lawmakers who, I know you can only say so much and want to keep everyone safe, but, law enforcement being sent to state lawmakers' homes to watch guard over all of you. Can you talk to us a little bit about how this has unfolded as we were receiving, what little information the law enforcement and investigators could safely give us, but from a safety standpoint for you and your family and other lawmakers, how this has unfolded this weekend?
Well, I first heard about this tragedy first thing yesterday morning when I woke up at around 7:15, and I heard about the shooting. We didn't know yet exactly what had happened, but we knew that it sounded very, very bad. The governor had reached out to me in the very early hours of the morning, and within a short period of time, I had protection for myself and my family here. Of course, we knew that there had been this list of other potential targets in this assassin's vehicle, and my name was on that list. And so, of course, you have feelings of concern about the safety and security of the people that are around you and yourself in this moment. I want to just say that the response of law enforcement, Minneapolis Police Department, Hennepin County, and others has just been remarkable, and I am so grateful for what they are doing to not only execute this massive manhunt for this assassin, but also do what they can do to keep everybody safe so that this nightmare doesn't get any worse. Their quick response in the middle of the night on Saturday morning, Friday night, to what was, I think, instrumental in making sure that this man, this alleged shooter, didn't get any further in his mayhem.
That is a sobering realization to know that you were on this list by this suspect. Does that change anything moving forward? I know you're already, and you and other lawmakers are already so careful in how, you know, you're going to a press event and the timing of when you share where your location and when those things are going to take place. But you're a public figure. How will this change things moving forward?
Well, we're assessing that right now. It's hard to know for sure. It's horrible for me to think that my ability to move around the state, to be with my constituents and to do the things that I would normally do as a senator. I'm just a normal human being who goes to the grocery store and goes to have dinner with my kids and works in the backyard in my garden. That somehow that would be circumscribed, or I wouldn't have the same freedom and flexibility. Of course, it's important also that I stay safe, and I think not only of myself but of all of the other people who, you know, make the commitment and also the sacrifice to serve in public life. So we are still just figuring this out, but I hope that this will be a tipping point where we can understand that we need to step away from this violence and this idea that we resolve in this country our differences not through violence, but through talk and through legislation and through the way that we govern ourselves, and not through taking the law into our own hands in such a violent and terrible way.
Yes, and we know it must be a scary thought to know that they are still, the authorities still looking for this suspect. So we will leave you there. Please stay safe. And Senator Smith, again, our condolences and thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.